Hey, my name is Catherine. I'm here doing the New Student Dialogue vlog at Clemson University for CU1000. And the first question that is asked was, did your group achieve true dialogue? Why are we not? Why are we not? So my group talked about microaggressions, and the first thing we did, though, was to define what a debate, a discussion, and a dialogue was. So a debate is a discussion involving opposing points. So two people or group of people share different views on something, and they oppose each other's views, and they defend and attack the points of views. And the discussion is just the act of talking over a topic. It doesn't have to be controversial, just the act of talking, basically. And a dialogue is basically a combination of the two. If there's a topic, it can be controversial to society, but it doesn't have to be. But the point is of a dialogue is to hopefully solve a problem, or if you can't solve the discussion or the topic being discussed, is to at least come up with ways that we can be proactive about not, in this case, not doing throwing around microaggressions or cutting down people in ways you might not think you're cutting them down. So that's the purpose of a dialogue, is to discuss, listen to each other. You can oppose people's things, challenge their ideas, but not the speaker, and then come up with ways that we can be proactive about that topic. So that being said, our group did achieve true dialogue because we were very open-minded. We were listening to everybody's points of views because there were a few point of views that were different. We all have different backgrounds, different stories, different experiences, and that's why we have to be open-minded to listen to them. It's not fair to yourself and those around you to close off and just be self-absorbed. So we listened to our facilitator and we listened to each other, and we thought deeply about the topic about microaggressions because our facilitator did brought light to what exactly microaggression was. She described it as little paper cuts over time that you just a little dig here, a little dig there, but over a while, these paper cuts all over your hands, they turn into a big cut, and it can get infected. It can really hurt a person and turn into something that would be detrimental to a person's life, perhaps, and their health. So a little microaggression might be, oh, that's so gay, or you're psychotic, or black people smell funny. Just really, it might be funny, or that's what she said jokes, or Southerners are stupid or slow, and Northerners are mean and angry, and stop PMSing, or just little digs, little comments that are sometimes funny. Yeah, they're funny sometimes, but you don't realize that they might affect someone else. It might be funny to you, but it might be funny to somebody else, because those little comments do have truth behind them, is that people are suicidal, people are gay, people are self-conscious of their body image, and it's not fair to them to just throw those words around. So our facilitator brought light to that, and it was really interesting seeing how everybody participated in that. And the other question is, what were the dynamics of the group? And me, I'm talkative, so I kind of got things started because I don't really like awkward silences. So the first 15 minutes was painfully awkward, but I tried to answer as many questions as I could without being like the obnoxious girl that's talking all the time. So, but once I started talking and a few people started participating and adding in, everybody kind of got started. Even people within the first hour that weren't talking, by the end they were all talking, because some of the quiet ones had the best input, and it was just, their input was much better than some of ours. So it's funny how that works sometimes. But yeah, everybody, pretty much the majority, if not 95% of people participated a lot, because we broke up into smaller groups. And so once you get to know a little, 2 or 3 people around you, it makes it easier to talk to a bigger pool, because you realize that we are all the same. We've all done something. We're all self-conscious, because when we did our wheel of you and what makes you you, and what's always on our what's always on our mind. My group, we were all self-conscious of our body type and how we might think other perceive us, and the truth is that we all are. And so once we started realizing we're all similar and we all have the same worries, and we're all self-conscious of each other, then it makes it easier to talk to everybody. So that was neat. Everybody started speaking up after that, which was about 4 or 5 minutes into it. So we still had a good bit of the dialogue left. And then the other question is, do you think C1000, or like why do you think dialogues are part of C1000? And it's simple because we all come from different backgrounds. We all have different points of views. We have a different history, different past, different experiences, and we all can contribute to each other, and we help someone else out and bring light to different issues. So in this case, microaggressions, we all realize that we're all guilty of it, and we need to be more aware of that, because little comments here and there add up to somebody and you might not realize it. So if we can be proactive about that and be more conscious of what we're saying, think before we're saying, you can change a little bit of time. We're not looking to change the world, but we're looking to change little lives here and there, because it does add up. All of our comments add up just eventually. And so, I don't know, this dialogue is great because we get to see everybody. Everybody has a different point of view. I mean, sometimes you have people that share the same points of view. And in our case, we all understood, like we all had the same basic idea that the microaggressions were, we all understood the microaggressions were terrible. And that needs to be nipped in the bud real quick. So it was great. I mean, it was only awkward for a few minutes, and then the 2 hours went by really quickly. So that's that. And that was about our student dialogue. Okay, go Tigers.